Angel Reese. Now, I have a lot to say about Angel Reese and what's going on with her that really has nothing to do with basketball, but credit to her for injuring her ankle in that game and still putting down 20 rebounds. But I'm going to go last on this because I just have a whole lot to say. But y'all can go with whatever y'all have about Angel Reese, whether it's her game or the off-court stuff, both, whatever it is.
Oh man, she defensively, like she's just an animal. Like she's just everywhere defensively. Just her help side defense is great. She's great at using her verticality and her length and size and strength to bother shots inside. Like I've never watched her play a game and I'm just didn't feel her like she had a bad presence or like wasn't there defensively. She obviously averaging 13 rebounds is crazy. She had 20 rebounds in a game. She rolled her ankle and was in foul trouble. Just 10 offensive rebounds that game. Like that's a lot of extra possessions to give your team. And a bunch of tip outs to that deflections and battles and in there that she's not going to get the credit for. But unfortunately they didn't have enough to stop Caitlin. But credit to her. Like she already declared today. She's going to the W as a national championship. She's accomplished everything you could at this level. Like, and I'm excited to watch her in the pros and see what she can do.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have questions about her offense and stuff, but one, that'll come. She's very young. And two, I think her defense and rebounding are so good, she'll have a role in the WNBA or something.
For sure.
Yeah, Lou, go ahead.
No, she had, before she rolled her ankle, she had LSU winning.
Yeah.
Like she was, like Frankie said, she's just such a dominant force defensively and on the glass that her impact is felt everywhere. But unfortunately, she gets the most, I feel like personally, she gets the most criticism or the most micro analyzed just because of what she did last year. And people hate on people who are successful.
Yeah.
And, it's unfortunate that that's the case instead of just literally watching one of the best women college basketball players that we've seen in recent memory. She's just been that dominant from the get-go for, basically being in it just about every year with LSU, and just now her declaring to the W is going to be sensational. I'm pretty sure we all know where she's going first overall, but it is what it is. She's been great, and unfortunately she rolled her ankle in that game. Probably would have been a different story. It's another what if situation, but nothing but great things to say about her both on and off the court. I think the off the court shit is annoying, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, man, the off the court stuff. So, man, it's a lot for a 21-year-old to deal with, right? So you already deal with the scrutiny and stuff that just comes with being an athlete, right? With being a star athlete. And then she's a woman. So, and I really don't even want to get into like people's idea of what sexualization means and doesn't mean. It got real creepy online, but like people making AI pictures of her and saying certain comments that obviously she's uncomfortable with. There's all that stuff, right?
The death threats,
threats,
crazy,
and criticism for talking shit, for talking shit back to Caitlin. I'm sorry, Caitlin was talking shit too, and Caitlin had no problems to talking shit. They get along. They've both said it off the court, like they're cool. It's an in-game thing. Like I'm sorry, you can't hate on her for talking shit and get mad when she says, "Hey, I don't like the death threats." We talk shit on the court. That's great. But the death threats, the sexualization, the AI shit, the all that shit is way too far. And people having a problem with her speaking out about it. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing, man. Like when you look at the trash talk, when you look at the eyelashes, when you look at the hair, when you look at the toughness, when you see the grittiness and the way she plays, when you see all these things, what you're looking at is Randallstown, Maryland. What you're looking at is West Baltimore. What you're looking at is Liberty City, Miami. What you're looking at is South Central LA, Inglewood, Chicago, East Oakland, Mechanicsville, Atlanta. You know who's in those areas. You know historically how they ended up in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you see these people, us, because I'm from Liberty City, when you see us being ourselves and showing being products of our environments, committing no crimes in the process, right? And that gives you a visceral reaction. There is a word for that. You may not want to be called racist, but it's a whole bunch of shit we don't want to be called, right? When you blatantly not only just ignore, but flatly refuse to understand why people from these areas are the way we are, there is a word for that. And you may not want to be called racist, but it's a whole bunch of shit we don't want to be called, right? And so just looking at the stuff Angel Reese is going through, right? I have no choice but to give her my full support. I have no choice but to give John Morant my full support. I have no choice but to give Draymond Green my full support, Patrick Beverly, Kevin Garnett. And anybody who's from these areas and from these neighborhoods who has no fear of being themselves and showing who they are and where they're from, wearing on their sleeves, playing that way, talking that way, walking that way, they have all my support, right? Because I'm one of those people. And being one of those people growing up, I could turn on my TV, I can see Chad Johnson, know he's from 10 blocks away, and his brother will be over here. And like, these people need some kind of representation too, us, right? And so to try to knock Angel Reese down for that, it's complete bullshit. And so salute to Angel Reese for going to the WNBA. I know there's no discouragement in her as far as still being herself when she gets there, but I've just hated what I've seen, man. And I'm not gonna say we, because I wasn't part of that shit, but everybody just got to be better, man. Everybody got to be better.